was cool. Did you do that yourself?
I did. I made it in Canva, and then I used music in Canva, but I had to link my Canva account to my YouTube account. So because YouTube accused me of stealing music before, but I have Canva Pro, so I pay for the music. So, but once you link your accounts, then they can go back and be like, oh, she's a Canva.
Yeah. Well, it's like the music that I use on mine.
It's beautiful.
Andrew from Androniki Skincare. He's the one that did the thing for me. We were chatting on the phone one weekend, and he was like, "You sound really frustrated. What's wrong?" And I can't make a damn intro. It's driving me crazy. I'm not digitally inclined that way. I'm arts and crafts challenged. He was like, "Well, send me what you got and let me work with it." And that's what I got back was that video.
He's lovely.
He has the rights to the music.
I love that.
And so every time I play it, I get hit with a copyright share, not a strike, just a share. Okay. So, because I told him, he's like, I got to dig up the license for that so I can send it to you.
Like, it's my friend.
That would be nice, you know. He's such a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart.
He's lovely. And I wrote them a really nice review because I won that skincare set. And had I won a reading from somebody, I would have just re-donated it. But I was like, I'm keeping that skincare set. I'm sorry. I'm keeping that. And it's been meaning to.
Yeah, that was like a $300-400 set.
It's
altogether.
Nice. I love it. They made a fan out of me. So I wrote them a really nice review, and then I did a little unboxing video. I really like the anti-aging stuff. When I used to watch you and Mel talk about it, I was like, okay. Really?
I'm yeah. People get really irritated. Well, how much are you making off of that? I was like, I don't make anything.
It's true though.
Make anything.
Good stuff.
I was offered the starter kit, which is just the day and nighttime and anti-aging one, and the moisturizer.
The moisturizer is the bomb.
Back when Andrew first started the company, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And he knew Mel because Mel had done some readings for him and was the one who told him, you're going to start your own business, and it's going to be a few hiccups, but it's going to take off and be really big. And so Andrew finally bit the bullet and said, okay, well, if you say I'm going to do it, then I'm going to do it. And then he sent Mel the starter kit just to try. And he asked Mel, well, do you think anybody else would be willing to try it? And I said, oh, absolutely. So he sent one to Linda, and he sent one to me, and he had one sent to Arthur. And I started using it right away because I've spent 30 plus years trying to find decent skincare for my face. Because I'm 65, so I'm working against age here. Things are starting to hang that I want to put back up.
It's so gentle too, because I have really sensitive skin, and I've noticed
there have been times when I've used just the serum and just done a little bit to go under my eyes if they're extra puffy or something. Yep. I'm currently part of. I got accepted in a tester group for a new product that they're putting together. So I don't know if I have the new product or if I have the old product. I'm in this group and the other ones are in the other group, and I don't know which one is which, and I don't want to know, so I was excited that I was one of the early ones that answered, so I got picked. But I had started using it, I guess about 2 weeks went by, and I had really bad dark brown spots coming up on my cheekbones, and on the right side of my face, they were really dark and starting to really bother me because makeup wouldn't cover them anymore. And I started using it, and I guess I've been using it about 2 weeks, and I went to put makeup on one morning, and I'm like, where did the dark spots go? They're not there anymore. It was so light that I barely could see it. And that night, Mel and Arthur was doing their Aloha Tuesday. And so and I do backstage for them on their Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah.
And so backstage before the show, I was telling Mel, this stuff is fantastic. Oh, my God, it got rid of the spots. And he says, okay, well, we're going to bring you on the camera when we start, and you can tell everybody. And I said, okay, cool. And I guess it was about I don't know, I guess it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I got an email from Andrew thanking me for saying what I said. And we've had so many people that have come in and ordered the product. And when they're asked on the forum, how did you find out about us? They gave your name.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. I said, I'm glad I was able to get you some customers. He said, well, whatever you want, you just tell me. You don't have to pay for it. So I get products. So, and several of the things kind of new that he's tried. I'm like, I'll try it. If you want somebody to test it, I'm fine with that. So there's been the light mask that he has. I've got one of those, and it works great. I mean, that thing, it talks to you, and it's like on a timer when you turn it on, so you don't over.
Oh, nice.
And it's not just the red light, but it's the infrared light on top of it. So it does like deep tissue repair. So I'm enjoying that. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I totally, he keeps laughing and saying, when I get ready to do like the infomercials, he says, I'm going to fly you out to Palm Valley and put you in a studio and let you do it. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I said, this is kind of weird to be on camera doing that. And he's like, you do it already. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just talking about what I use. I'm not doing it professionally. And he's like, oh no, you're going to do it. So I'm like, okay. So one of these days when he gets ready to do that, I'll go fly out to Palm Valley and I'll do his infomercial for him. So
which one is for the dark spots? Someone wants to know. Karen,
they had a product called Dark Spot Remover, but it didn't work very well.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the new testing thing.
Oh, okay.
That they're doing right now. And I don't know which group I'm in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if I'm still using the old stuff or if I'm using the new stuff. They went back in and reconfigured it and everything. And, but what first got me was the anti-aging. I was using the daytime and the anti-aging in the morning, and then the nighttime and the anti-aging at night. And it's not much. It's all the way the vials and everything work. It's all preset. You're not having to measure it out. You just squirt, and you get one little dollop thing, and which makes it really easy to deal with. And I just started using it like regular skin cream, and I mean, within like I said, within 2 weeks, I was flabbergasted at how well it worked. And so I was telling them, I'm your girl from now on, man. Just tell me what you want me to say, and I will go on there and say it. And
they're not that expensive.
I want you to say what you want to say. And I'm like, okay. He's been on my channel several times. He's come on and talked about how he got it started, and talked about some of the hiccups that they ran into. And then I know last year they had a huge back order problem because the people that they bought the serum tubes and stuff from ran out of product. They misordered, and so they couldn't get the stuff to put the stuff into it to get it out to people. It did a big backlog on them before they finally got that fixed. And I don't know, over the course of time, he would email, or he would send me a message on my on my phone, and we would just start chatting and talking, and we became friends. I was like,
I love it.
He's really sweet. So
he's generous. I said in my video, I talked about the products that I used, and I was really impressed by. And then I was also impressed with their pricing. I don't think they're that expensive. I've seen way worse. I have
spent double, triple, almost quadruple for some skincare products.
It doesn't work as well. So
it doesn't even work as well.
Their serum's only $30. I was paying like $65 for when I was using, and it was not. And this worked better in like 2 weeks than that did.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, and I know it's because the way he was telling me, and he explained it when he came on the first time he came on my channel. He was like, when I decided to make it, he said, I went to the scientist who were putting it together, and they're like, well, you use X amount of the actual product that works, and then this amount of filler. And he says, okay, yeah, I want you to swap that. And they were like, what do you mean? He says, I want you to put the active stuff as much as the filler, and the little bit that would normally be active, that's going to be your filler. I want to swap it, and no other skincare product does that on the market. And that's why I think he gets such good results, because people are actually getting the product that they're wanting. And that's the active ingredients, and none of it is chemical. It's all made organically and stuff. And so it which makes me feel really good. And they're a green company. They try to keep everything so that they're not costing a lot of money and whatnot for the environment. And it's, it's all thanks to his grandmother.
Well, if you next time we talk to him, I did a little video for them. I don't know. I don't have nearly as much. I was like, I don't have as much subscribers.
Send me the link and I'll send it to him. Yeah, I'll send it to him. So
awesome. And I really like, and I like how generous. I talked about how like generous they are, like they're like how they donated, and I love companies that donate to others and are like that. So
oh yeah, and now they got a thing that if you get somebody to go on and buy something, and they use your product, your code to go and on the site and order, then you get points, and so many points you'll get money off for the order and stuff. So
that's awesome. Well, when I reorder, because I'm going to reorder, I'm going to keep using it. I'll put your name. So
okay, and I think I signed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I signed up for it, or he signed me up for it. I don't know which. But I can just let him know, hey, I'm kind of running low on something, and boom, next thing I know, I'll get a box full of stuff. So
that's
because
awesome.
I like all the different, like the dry skin stuff. I use on my arms and my elbows because I have a hard time with real dry skin, and
I like the acne one because I'll use it when I broke out.
Yeah, I have breakouts every now and again, and
it's gone. It takes
that
day. Gone.
Yeah, a couple of days, and it's all gone. So
it's really good stuff. I was very impressed. So they got a new customer. So I get another question. All right, I'm starring questions, friends. I've been starring so far. I have Karma, Karen, Old Windwalker, Gretchen, Maureen, Kaja, Christina, Zora, and Willow. If you could just let me know in the chat if y'all are still here. I know Karen and Willow are still here because I just saw them.
Yeah, and if we missed you, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if I missed anybody.
Because it can get to be a bit much sometimes, and did mean to turn this into an infomercial in the beginning. I started talking about it, and it's because I'm so sold on it, I get excited about it, and then I just keep on going and going and going, and then I'll look in the chat and people are like, can we get to the readings, please? I'm like, I'm sorry. I lose track,
I know you and I are both chit chatters.
Like I can talk till there's no tomorrow.
Me too.
And it's whenever I'm doing something solo, like with my members or something, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, keep it to like 5 or 10 minutes and then go into the readings. And we're talking, and I'm reading the chat, and we're talking, and then I look up, it's like 45 minutes have gone by, and I'm like, oh crap. It's like I want to be here for another hour for sure now. So
it was my fault we were late. I thought I sent Shari all the stuff to get on the show, and I did not.
She sent the wonderful the card that she made of me, the strength card.
Oh yes, isn't that cool?
I've been using it now as my little avatar up on the top of my StreamYard thing. I've been using that one.
Oh, I love it.
I was like, oh God, I love that. So and then once you explained to me how to kind of use the chat GPT, because I didn't have any clue how to use that. And because I kept seeing everybody coming up with these really cool thumbnails. I'm like, where are y'all getting that? I'm not finding that on Canva.
I asked Nate too, because I'm like, Nate, are you making those to chat GPT? And he's like, yeah, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing that too.
Well, and I was telling Nate this morning, I said I was playing around with some pictures that I'm trying to redo, just individual like headshots and stuff. I said, and I'm like in the middle of working on it, and I get this thing pops up and says, "You've used up your free time."
Oh yeah.
Your free limit, so you have to wait 24 hours before you can come back in and redo, or you can upgrade. I'm like, okay, how much is the upgrade? So I went and I looked and I got the lowest one. I think it's like $7 a month.
Oh, nice. I think I paid 20.
Yeah, I started to go with a 20 and then I thought, well, let me start with a 7.
I don't know if there was a 7.
And if that works, then I'll stay with that. And if I find that I run into the same problem, because sometimes I get in there and start playing around, like when I'm on Canva, and I just lose all track of time, and coming up with all kinds of stuff. And so I was like, okay, we'll see. We'll start with a 7, and if I have to move to the 20, I will. But it's because I'm already paying for Canva, and that's expensive enough.
I pay for Canva too. I pay 20 for that, so I might drop into those since I'm using the other one more.
Yeah, I'm whatever the bottom level is on Canva. I don't whatever I pay it annually. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I pay.
It's cheaper to do it annually, so I just do it. Normally, that's what I've always done. This year, when it was time to renew StreamYard, I didn't have enough money to do the annual because that's the one that got expensive.
That I know. I'm paying like $45 a month for it.
It's when I first started out with StreamYard, I was paying like $150 a year for the core level, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I can afford that. And then the next year it was like $175, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then the next year it was like $500. I'm like, holy crap, man, what? I mean, it just blew up. It like StreamYard like overly doubled their price then some. And so this year I didn't have enough put aside to do the year, so I just been doing it by the month. But since I've got a little bit of money now put aside, I might go ahead and flip in. And
they're supposed to be having a sale today, and it says log in and check your offer. And I logged in and I don't see an offer. I'm like, where's my offer?
For what?
For StreamYard. I got an email saying they're having like a summer event sale for 40% off.
Oh,
and so
wow.
log in. It says log in and check your offer. Offer expires on July 26th.
You'd probably have to go to your members tab or to your account tab. Like when you log in on the home page,
or like billing.
And on the left, you have like home, library, account, or settings, or something like that, and then members. And that's how you can go in and make someone like an admin that can go on and help you star stuff. That's how, for those of us that do backstage, it's because the person, whoever channel it is, goes in and makes us admin for the night, and then we can go in and, if something happens and they get kicked off the show or something because their power goes out or something, then we have the power to go ahead and stop the show.
And, got you.
And do all of that good stuff. So it comes in handy, and it helps to have somebody else that's kind of starring and keeping up with what's happening in the chat when you've got 500 people in the room, and it's so overwhelming, even with you slowing down the chat to where they have to wait X amount of time between every entry that they put in. Even then it can still get overwhelming. I know Linda G came on yesterday, and I had like right at 5,000 people in my chat. I was like, holy smokes. Wow. I've never had that many people and the chat was like, it's just going. I was like, I'm trying, y'all. I'm doing the best I can, because it was like, wow. And because I know, like with Arthur, I do his Sunday evening solo shows that he does, and I do backstage, me and a friend of his, Walter. It takes two of us to run his backstage on his solo, because he's got over 100,000 subscribers,
wow.
So there's a lot of people that show up in his chat. I mean, 4, 5, 6,000 people show up in his chat, and it can really be mind-boggling just trying to keep up with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laughing. I said, okay, I'm almost to the point where I might have to start paying somebody to come on and just do the chat for certain shows. Not every show, but
that's pretty cool though. That's not a bad place to be in.
no, I mean, it's
or you can give them free readings.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that. I mean, like with most of us, as you're talking to another reader and something's going on, you're like, oh, well, let me do a reading on it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And when all the mess with us having to move and when it first hit us, and I was telling a few people about it, and everybody was like, oh, wait, let me do a reading on it. And it's like 5 or 6 people did readings within that first week. And they were all like, oh, no, you're going to find a house. You're going to be fine. You're going to find a house. And I was like, oh, okay. And about a week later, boom, we found the house. And
I love that.
It still kind of boggles our minds how quickly we found a house, because in the right price range, in the right neighborhood, to where we're not having to drive 20 miles to get to and from work every day, and which can be a little overwhelming as well. When will Aquarius break his silence? I don't understand that question.
Karen, is Aquarius like a code name for a person, like someone close to you?
Or are we talking about an astrological thing? Because
just curious. I thought maybe it was like a person that you might not be speaking to or something right now, and I just assumed that was like your nickname for them. I was just curious.
Yeah, because YouTube has gotten really funny, especially when it's like political stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What names you use and whatnot, and they'll yank your show off the air if and so it's a lot of us have, we've all come up with nicknames for who we call whom, and
because I started doing a show with Karen. Karen and I do a show monthly, and that's good to know. Because they, I know like people are getting kicked off of Instagram, and not Instagram, but TikTok, and because it's controlled by certain people. So
right, and this administration, they
it's really bad.
His right hand man, Stephen Miller, he just made an announcement that they were in the process of declaring that all Democrats were domestic terrorists and were going to be rounded up and put in prison camps, from grandma to senator. They don't care. And
he's
like, you can't do that. That's illegal. I mean,
they're doing illegal shit every day.
Yeah, that's just it. They don't care. It's
awful. I cannot wait for November. I cannot wait until it's terrible. I can't. Like I don't know how much.
I wish ETs would hurry up and just come down here and say, okay, y'all need to get your crap together, and we're going to make sure you do it right. So I am so ready for them to make their way down to us and say, all right, this is the deal, folks. And
I'm really hoping the military will finally step in and be like, enough is enough. I'm like, come on, guys, please.
My only concern with that is that so much of the military that would have been those we could have depended on have been fired or have been early retired. And they're putting people in place that don't have the experience. They don't know what they're doing. And most of them are white nationalists.
Yeah.
And that scares me, because you go back to World War II and how Mr. H got so much of his stuff done was because he replaced his military and their police and everything with his people. And then he had his elite group, the brown shirts, they called them. We know them today as ICE agents, that did their dirty work for them, One of the things that really did a course correct with the Germans after the war was the fact that they literally, as Patton and the troops would go through the areas, whatever towns were there with whatever prison camp or death camps, the different ones, the townspeople were required to go in and clean it and get rid of the bodies and try to find out who all the stuff belonged to. And that, I think, because so many people like today, they kind of know what's going on, but they don't want to look.
Yeah.
Like, as long as it doesn't affect me, I'm just going to go right along and do my thing, and everything will be fine. No, but there you go. So it's getting scary, y'all. But I still feel hope that in the end, the good guy wins.
I feel that too. I just don't know how much more I can take.
That's what my guides keep showing me. It's going to get bad, and then it's going to get worse, and then it's going to start getting better. Yeah, and so we just have to hang in there and be ready to do whatever it takes to make a difference. And that's the scary part for a lot of people, because they're not normally involved with anything when it comes to protesting or anything like that. They shoot, you can't get half the country to get out and go vote, much less, it was like over 60%, I think it was, the last presidential election, didn't vote at all. And it's like, and then they want to complain that things aren't working right. It's like, well, did you vote? No. Well, then you're at the mercy of what somebody else wanted and not what you wanted.
I can't wait. I get to vote soon. I do early voting because I can't wait. It's going to open. So our voting's like April or August 4th, so it opens probably next week. I bet. I'm just waiting.
I had just received my ballot for early voting, and we moved, and so I had to go in and change my address. So I'm waiting for them to send me a new ballot because I vote by mail. And
I used to, and I'm
technically handicapped, so I
got you.
Yeah, I qualify to vote by mail, and for as backwards of a state as we can be in many things, we get you can sign up for electronic delivery of your ballots. My ballot gets emailed to me.
Nice.
And I just print it out, fill it out, send it in.
Nice.
It's you can fill it out online and then print it out, and all you have to do is sign it. And
I used to vote by mail, but I decided just for right now, I'm going in person.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just drop mine off.
Yeah.
And because I'm not far from the clerk of court's office. I mean, I work a few blocks from downtown, so it's nothing for me to be able to drop it off. But things have gotten so.
I got some hits for Karen. So do you mind if I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. So Karen, I actually think I'm really getting I think the silence will be broken around Virgo season, because when I first looked at your question, the number 8 popped in my head, and then I pulled some cards. I pulled several cards because I also have a message for you. But this card, my Hermit card, has the Virgo sign right there, and that was confirmation. And then I got the Justice card, which is number 8. So those two confirmed. So I feel like it's going to be in August. And I'm not always great with timing, but when I usually get those astrology symbols, I'm usually right when those jump out at me. So, because timing can be tricky, but I'm really getting a very strong Virgo. But Virgo season could also be, it starts in August, as you know, and it goes into September. So it could be September, because I'm getting that whole Virgo season. It's like that.
Well, we're in Mercury retrograde right now too. So we got a couple more weeks to go.
We have the shadow season.
So
they've been no contact since August. I actually think this is for your protection. I have some. So I I feel like it's going to be like a Virgo season, but I got the Fool, and this is trusting. Like,
you got the Fool?
I did. Did you get the Fool too? Nice.
Yeah.
It's trusting that this is for your protection. Like, this big amethyst is protecting her. She's trusting the universe has her back. Okay, yeah, maybe he'll reach out for your birthday. And then I got the angels of healing are with you right now. So that's Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael, remember, he's our big brother. He is like, so if someone's like not really great for us, he tries to help, like, kind of cut those cords, or at least, like, sometimes if we're with somebody, I don't know if you were in a relationship with this person, or if it's just like someone you're like, not just it's just like a family member, but when we're with people that we shouldn't be with, and we don't leave them, spirit will sometimes step in and orchestrate a split because it's for our highest good. It's happened to me several times with relationships. It's happened to people I know, and they'll sometimes step in because they're like, you're with the wrong person, and we've given you all the exits that we can, but you're not taking the exit. So just
that hit you in the teeth and make you feel like crap.
Yeah, because they've done it to me. I've had like my tower.
That happened to me a few times.
And but I got justice, and this is all about integrity and like trying to see all sides of the story. But I feel like it's a different definition for you with the justice card. I actually feel like it's about balance, and that you're more balanced without this person. You were together for 5 years. I'm so sorry. I feel like you're more balanced without this person, though. I feel like this person kind of made you unbalanced, because I don't know if it was like you were walking on eggshells, but I feel like you're more yourself. And then I've been using Nate's whale cards, and I just love them so much.
Great. I love those cards.
So my intuition just jumps out at them. I got the clearing card, and I just feel like this has been good for you. And look at how she's open, like that beautiful lotus is opening. I just feel like this distance has been good, and it's been opening you up. I'm really sorry you're going through it. I know it still hurts, but I feel like you might hear from this person in Virgo season. And if you say your birthday's around then, that kind of tracks. So
there you go. All right. I forgot to pull out for the oracle I pulled. You said you pulled Archangel Raphael.
I got Raphael and Michael together.
I got Raphael.
Nice. So yeah, this is very healing for you.
Yeah. So the first thing I got was the death card, change. So when spirit is trying to initiate a change with you, they will do something that will make it feel like a death. It's not a physical death. I mean, it could be, it does happen, but basically what this is talking about is a drastic change, something happening that's going to make like a cutoff, like that's it. Okay, we're done. And sometimes they have to, like Kyle was saying, initiate certain circumstances around you that will literally cut you off for your own good when you refuse to give in. I've been in a few relationships like that as well. And it's painful, but then once you get to the other side of it, you're like, oh, thank God I didn't stick with that one, because you start seeing them with the next person or whatever, and it's just, they're not a good person to be around. And the next thing I got was the Hierophant, which stands for traditions. And it's asking, do you need professional help? Sometimes with the Hierophant, we will suppress things that we're not willing to see because it's not what we want to happen. And so we will purposefully put on blinders and not see what that other person is doing that normally would be a, oh, hell no for you. And, they turn around and it's like, okay, if you're not willing to do it yourself, we're going to do it for you. And that can be more painful, but in the long run, it's really going to be appreciative. And then I got the Fool, which is new beginnings. So you've got to go through this transition, this death-like transition, and you gotta break away from the tradition of just sticking with it no matter what, because it's not for you. And this is telling you, this is the Fool. It's telling you it's time for a new beginning. It's a new way of going. And then I got the Archangel Raphael, which talks of clarity of vision. And it says, be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. So that's part of what he's here to do, just like with the card that Kyle got, that this is initiating being able to heal, which can be really difficult sometimes. And then the last thing I got was the song lines of Orca. And it talks about you walk in the bloodlines of your ancestors. Although you are an individual, this makes you stronger and helps you find your own destiny. Seek better communication with family, nourish yourself, and exercise extreme self-care. Share your skills with others. And so, with the Orca, a lot of people tend to want to look at them as being, they're the killer whale, but they're not really. I mean, that's not their, they're just very territorial, and they're highly protective of what they consider their family, and so I did a thing on orcas like years and years and years ago, and it really surprised me at how non-killer like they really are. And as more and more of that comes together, it becomes more available that they're actually there to help you break free from what it is that's not doing you any good, so that you can then move on.
I love orcas.
I do too. I think they're awesome. I mean, they eat little seals because that's part of the food chain, and that's sad, but that's part of the food chain. And so
seals eat things too, though. I mean, seals eat nasty. You don't like? Did you ever watch Arrested Development? Anyone watch Arrested Development with Buster? The seal ate his arm. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, when my mom was out in Arizona with me, my son was still stationed in San Diego before he went to Pearl Harbor. And we drove out to spend the weekend because Phoenix and San Diego is like a 5-hour trip. It's not that long. And so we had drove out to spend the weekend, and he took us over to La Jolla Beach, to Seal Beach, where all the seals hang out. And there's like a boardwalk up above where you can go and walk. They don't let you go down where their seals are. Oh my God, the smell was unbelievable. I was like, I will never gripe about watching this stuff on TV again, because thank God we don't have smell-o-vision. We don't have to smell what these things smell. It was really rank, but they were, I mean, the little ones were fun to watch because they're cute, flopping and playing and carrying on, and the big ones were just, kind of grunt at people, like throw us food. And of course there were attendants walking around telling them, yeah, you can't do that. So old Windwalker. Okay.
Hey, old Windwalker. I pulled on you because I was while Shari was doing her reading, I pulled for you, and I got some really amazing cards. So can you are you thinking of looking for a new job? Because I gotta share these cards I got with you. I pulled 3 amazing cards right in a row. I'm like jealous. I want these cards for my career, Olin Walker. So I'm curious if you're looking for work, because I mean, these cards are amazing. So I don't know if do you want to get laid off or something? Are you hoping to get laid off and find something else? Because I got the first card right out the gate, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, that's like having enough money to like put some away. That's having enough money to invest. That's money for retirement.
Mhm.
This is an amazing card. So I'm like, wait a second, she's having trouble at work. So that's telling me that either A, you're gonna find something a lot better very soon. I'm actually thinking October, you're gonna have something lined up. Or B, things are gonna get better at your job. There's something because I gotta show you the other cards. But this is like peace and contentment, and I'm getting like just yay, I'm getting like more money for you. So that's why I was curious if you're like looking for something. My place of work is wait. Oh, okay. So well, I'm getting really good cards. I got Whale Dance Joy. Whale Dance Joy. I mean, I've never pulled this card before. This is just the beautiful red dress tells me she's safe and grounded. And then she's able to just be free and kind of live her truth. Three. That's another 3. I have 2 3 cards. So what does the number 3 mean to you? Let's think about it. I wonder if that means timing. But like this is just like being able to be yourself, and it's like joyful and just and then I got either they're going to keep you and you guys might get some salary bumps, or if you do get laid off, you're going to get a nice severance and find something else right away, because these are amazing cards. And then I got all is in perfect timing. And this is about, it's time to take action. Spirit's going to meet you and open doors of opportunity for you. Mm-hmm. So look at those beautiful gold coins. I love this card, leading to that beautiful open door that's like opening for you. So this either things are going to be positive changes at the place you're at now with this new company, and you're going to be like, whoa, things were better than before, or you're going to find something really great, like very soon. Because I have amazing cards. Like I'm jealous. I want these cards, Olwe Wonker. Like so I feel like that I just feel like if they don't keep you, you're going to get like a good severance and then find something else right away. But I'm not getting like a firing card or anything like that. All I'm getting are good things.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting yeah, me too.
Good. Because I was
right up is the 3 of Wands, called expansion.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities. Are you ready to take it to the next level? That's what Spirit's asking you. Are you ready to go to the next level? Because they're ready to bring you there. And then you get the 5 of Pentacles, which is hardship, talking about suppressing support, incoming support. It says, what story of scarcity do you carry? I don't know what scarcity is, but
that's like the mindset of you don't have enough. That's like the scarcity mindset.
Oh, scarcity. That's what I
don't have enough.
I'm looking at it. I'm like scarcity. No, it's scarcity. Duh. You tell it's been a day for me.
It's been a rough day. That's why we were late. Sorry,
Shari. Yeah, that's why we were. I was filling her in on my day to date. It's like I probably lost a couple of pints of blood at this point.
Oh my God.
But at least it's not bleeding anymore, so I'm good. But this is hardship. So
okay,
if necessary, they might bring hardship into your path to direct you in a certain way. They might make one thing harder than the other in order for you to go the path that they think is best for you. Because then I get the 7 of Swords, which is exposing deception. It's called defensive. And so part of what they're trying to steer you into is to be in a defensive mode so that you can expose deception around you and help to protect those that mean the most to you. And then I got Smart Grid Rising, Urban Evolution. And so, this is Smart Grid Rising. There's all kinds of new stuff coming up. You've got, all the mess with the data centers and everything. But I just saw an article yesterday on quantum computing, which is basically going to make data centers null and void.
Oh, good.
And they're saying within the next 5 to 10 years. So I'm like, okay, I'm all for that. You know, they're talking about quarks and all that kind of, I don't know, it's over my head, qubits and quarks and all this. And it's like, okay, I can dig on the speed of that the way you're talking about it, but it was, the thing I saw was they were very good at explaining it on a layman's terms, so you normal people like me could actually understand what they were talking about. And I sent it out to a bunch of my faculty and says, is this accurate? Because I'm in computer science, you know, I'm like, is this accurate what they're saying in this video or what? And the response, the one response I got back was, well, that's an AI narrator. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's an AI narrator. That's not my question. My question is what the information that they're giving us, is that accurate or not? And I don't have an answer to that yet, but I will find out. And when I do, then I'll share the video one way or the other. The last card I got was, and this is from the Divine Animals Oracle. And this is the tiger. And it says that the magic of the tiger is wild and mysterious. It's the energy we use to counter jealousy, threat, and rage. It's highly protective and helps us find a more resourceful way to deal with difficult situations and people. Tiger magic is feminine in aspect, and women can use it to help them gain confidence and to find their healthy fierceness. Because a tiger, they don't play around. They will play with you to a certain extent, and then they're like, yeah, no, we're shutting this down. We're done. And so it's all about exerting your will and your determination in the direction that you see yourself going in, and then asking spirit to forge ahead and open that path. And that's where you start getting the expansion and everything, is because they're like, yeah, we're on board for you for that. You need to walk this path, not that path. And so that can be a little overwhelming at times. And as someone that they do that to a lot, it can be very overwhelming at times, because you're like, I don't want to go that way. And they're like, yeah, you're going that way. So
I guess if we like combined our readings, it looks like there might be some bumps with the current company or with this new company coming in. But I think you're going to find something else. I mean, then they're going to find something even better, because my cards are amazing. And I pulled one more for you while Shari was talking, just about because when you got like, as soon as you got the 5 of Pentacles, I'm like, let me pull another one. And then I got perfect timing. So I just feel like there's something opening up for you then. So I would definitely start looking and see what's out there, because I think you're going to find something that's better than what you have, that where you're going to make more money. And it's going to be like a more fun, like a just nicer environment, because this joy card is just really talking to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love these cards. I like that. I want these cards for my career. So
I mean, look what happened with us. We got informed mid-May that we had to vacate our apartment before the end of July because they were renovating. And so here we were suddenly stuck with having to move and having to come up with all this money and blah, blah, blah. And they're wanting to raise the rent $400 more a month once we move. And, you know, and we were like, you know what, for that kind of money, we're not able to find a house.
Yeah.
And a week and a half later, boom, here was this house. And it was definitely blessed. I mean, the first time I walked through it, I was like, oh, the energy in here is really high-fiving, very positive, very energetic. That's what sold me on the house, was just walking through it and feeling the energy of the house. It was like, yeah, this is awesome.
I'm so happy that you guys found something.
I'm still shocked that we found something. Now we found something that's going to be cheaper than what the new rent at the apartments would be after the apartment was renovated.
You have so much more space. You have your own little space.
I have my own room now. I'm not living in the living room anymore. So. that's the awesome thing.
Gretchen, I'm doing the same thing. I'm decluttering and I'm feng shuiing. My downstairs is a hot mess, but my upstairs is starting to look nicer.
Well, that's been me. I mean, I can't tell you how much stuff I threw away just because I didn't want to haul it over here with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get here and I start opening boxes and I'm like, why the hell did I bring that? I don't So throwing away more stuff, and it was flat out miraculous as far as any of us are concerned getting this house, because it just happened. Boom. I mean,
Love it.
A week and a half looking into it. My brother saw it, called the guy, came over and looked at it. He came home and he was like, y'all, you got to go see this house. This is perfect. And at the end of the week, I was, when I got off work early, we came and looked at it and I was sold at that point. I was like, yeah, it's an older house. It was built in the 60s. It needs work. There's things that, it's not like your brand new houses of today that have everything built in, but it's a good solid house, and it's an older, more established neighborhood, and so they don't have the flooding in this area
Nice
that they do in newer developments, and so it's worth it just for that alone.
Did you guys buy it?
Huh?
Did you guys buy it?
No, we're just renting. And it came with all the appliances.
Nice.
Came with a full-size washer and dryer.
Woohoo!
Landlord comes once a week and mows the grass. We don't even have to mow.
Nice.
He comes there. We have a huge backyard. The dog is like in seventh heaven.
Aww.
To run all over the place. We got a big front yard, and most of the neighborhood seems to be fairly friendly. When they walk by, if they see us outside, they wave and say hi and blah blah blah. And I just I don't have time to go run around visiting people. I know our neighbors right next door are really cool, so I like them. And the other side, I don't know. I haven't met them yet, so I don't know what they're like. So Facebook.
Oh, that's hilarious that I got that. I want to check the chat really quick. I have my cards ready. I'm just going to check the chat. It's so hard when you're trying to do both.
Well, yeah, you got to put your mindset into what you're reading, and then you got to pull out of that and go into spirit, and then you got to pull out of that and go back to the chat. It can get really overwhelming sometimes.
Make sure you get everyone's that's been starred. And so, Gretchen, I love this for you. And the first thing coming to me is, so I got the Two of Swords, but I feel like this is actually helping that. So I think that this clearing is going to help, so that you are better able to make decisions. I don't know if clutter, I know for me, clutter stifles my creativity and I get really anxious around it. And I'm like, oh, it needs to get out of my way. I can't stand everything's everywhere. And I feel like it's going to help, or you can actually make better decisions. You're going to feel just more centered and grounded in making decisions. And I feel like I keep hearing you're going to hear your higher self more. It's almost like it's getting rid of not just clutter in your house, but clutter in your mind too. And then I got step into the spotlight. So I don't know if you're going to share, have such a great experience with this, that you're going to share your story and people are going to be really into it and listening to how, you decluttered things and it just made you feel better. And it helped it just helped your life. But that's a really big thing right now. There's actually several books about decluttering, about how it's good for, it moves your energy and it's really good for your soul. And there's feng shui for the soul. I don't know, you might be one of those people that kind of tell their story about it, or I just feel like people are going to listen to you. And then I got hilarious. I already pulled this earlier, but deep blue insights clearing. You're literally clearing, but you're opening as you're clearing. I really feel like it's opening up, so that you can better hear your higher self and your team, your spirit team. And then I got the play card from Rebecca Campbell's work your light card. And this is about celebrate and play and having fun. I think it's going to open up your creativity. It's going to make you feel more lighthearted. I think you're going to feel really good in this space. And I don't know if this was a drive to do it or not, but this card, I got the 5 of Earth, but I don't think you're in the 5 of Earth spot. The 5 of Earth is when you kind of are worried about money, or you're worried about feeling like left out in the cold, and it kind of blocks things. I just feel like you're getting unstuck from like all these past wounds, and you're just gonna feel really good. So I do see you feeling good, and then that will lead to like exercise. And
but I think it's that, and the fact that as you declutter, you're removing old negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
And as you remove that old negative energy, make sure that you continuously sage your house, be it with spray, with incense, however you do it, just to keep the negativity out and only allow the positivity in. And that can make a huge difference. Now, it's like I can't burn incense in the house because my guys are allergic to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to walk around outside and do my saging outside the windows and doors. And that is just as effective as you doing it in the house.
You could do a sound bowl too. I have a sound bowl. Yep. You can walk around and do sound, or you could ring bells.
Exactly. I have a shaman's drum. I've walked around and beat on. I've made a rattle back when I took one of the first shaman classes from Danny Shea, and he was like, next class, bring a rattle. And I didn't have money to go buy a rattle. So I was like, what am I going to do? And my son says, oh, yeah, we can do that. And he took a handful of all my small gemstones and put it in a medicine pill bottle.
Oh, cute.
Where he had drilled a hole through the top that snaps on and through the bottom. And then he put a dowel, one of those long skinny rods that you can hang tapestries on and stuff. Mm-hmm. He put a dowel rod through the top of it, secured it through the bottom with a nut and bolt. And then the cap, you could still pull the cap open and change the stones out if you want to. And then you just hold it up with the cap on it, and you can shake it all around like a rattle. Or it's just as good as the expensive ones on the store, I know several, when Danny saw it that next class, he was like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing ever. He's like, the fact that you made it makes it that much more powerful. And so there's all kinds of little tricks and trades of what works best for you. Some of us use crystal balls. Some of us use bells. I have bells. I have like a little singular bell that I use before I start reading to kind of clear the energy. I've also got some witches' bells off to the side.
Oh, yep.
I've got my voodoo doll that I keep right there for protection because she's Wonder Woman. She's a Wonder Woman voodoo doll. And so she keeps the negative at the window. It can't come in. There's all kinds of little things you can do to make it work for you. You just have to adapt to what feels best. And so to clear out and start to feel better, start moving around, it gets easier. Once you start moving around, clearing things out, it gets easier to actually exercise. Because most of us hate to exercise and we find excuses not to do it. We might do it for 3 or 4 days the first week, and then we're like, yes, screw this, it's not working. Because we don't get instant results. So that's where the first card I got for you is the Star, which is hope. And it just simply asks, what future are you really wishing for? And part of that hope is manifesting what it is that you desire for good. Don't manifest something negative. I don't want this, or I don't like him, or whatever. Don't do that. You just manifest for what you want, the good things that you want in your life. And then that way, Divine Source knows exactly what to bring in for you. And don't put it in a box and say you'll only accept it if it comes this way, in this size of a box, in this color, and this, whatever. You got to open yourself up to when it comes, and you accept it as is. And then that leads you to your next step. Because the next thing I got is the sun, which is vitality. And so as you strengthen your hope, as you start manifesting what it is you wish for, that brings vitality into your life. It makes you stronger, makes you feel better. You're more willing to exercise and do what you need to do just to feel better and do things. You're more apt to clean up messes behind yourself because you're in a new house and you don't want it to look like the old house did when you let crap stack up on the counter, because you come home and you're tired, you don't want to deal with a sink full of dirty dishes. That's my life a lot of time. So, summertime is not so bad because my brother he's a teacher, so he doesn't work during the summer. And so he's home during the week. And he's always got some program he's working on, something he's building or making or whatever. And then, of course, my son's home during the day because he's a musician. He works at the clubs at night, so he's home during the day. So they've both kind of been taking care of unpacking the house for me, and they've just left me to my room. That's about it. Every now and again, I get a new box or a new bag gets drug in here. This is your stuff. That's why I said the other side of the room looks like a bomb blew up. And the last thing I got here was the Ten of Wands, which is burdens. And it's a breakdown of that. It's
she posted
what responsibilities can you release? There are responsibilities that are no longer yours that you are still hauling around with you like a sack of rocks tied to your ankle. Cut that crap loose. Let it go. You don't need it. It's not meant for you anymore. You did your share. Now it's time to let it go. And then I got Archangel Uriel, which is the learning experience. And it says, take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. So again, another card telling you, sell and declutter. Start making room for new things to come in. And for new things to come in, you got to get the old crap out and let it be something new for somebody else. But I feel very positive with what we got here. So it definitely will help you.
It's gonna. I know you said you need to move too. She posted that she needs to move. She's had some issues going on. Decluttering is going to help shift that energy too. So it's going to open up opportunities. Like I noticed whenever it's going to like open up opportunities maybe for a new place to come in.
Absolutely.
When you start clearing stuff out. And if you're looking, I always give a tip. I learned this tip from Denise Lynn. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with her. She's done like card decks and soul coaching decks. She's a pretty big deal in like the metaphysical world. She suggests if you're like trying to move and you're having trouble finding a new place, write a thank you letter to your current house and thank it for all the things it's given you. And that's going to help shift that energy and like, so that you're not like, I got to get the hell out of this place. It kind of shifts it and it kind of helps like the universe know that you're ready to go. That was a tip that she gave. I learned in one of her classes. Just wanted to share it.
What was it back in February, March, when we had that super duper new moon where all the planets were lined up and all the astrologers were like, this is the strongest new moon we've seen in a long time because of the planetary lineup, the way everything was lining up with the moon. And everybody kept saying, if you're going to manifest, that's the night to do it because it's going to be super, super powerful. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna go out and manifest. Now, I have, are they in here? I bought this years ago. I have great big giant bay leaves.
Oh yeah, I have those.
That I bought. And with a marker, I will write what I want to manifest on the bay leaf, and then I burn it. After I call in the 4 spirits, north, south, east, west, the 4 elements, water, air, fire, wood, or earth, and part of my Native American heritage. I come out with that. You call in the four directions, the spirits to come in. And that particular night, when I sat down with my bay leaves to write on them, one of the first things I wrote was, I want a larger place to live with my own room.
Oh.
Now, why I wrote that, I don't know, because we had no clue that anything was coming to say you have to move. This was like back February, March, whenever it was. And even after I said it and I burned it, and my first thought was, why are you asking for that? You're not planning on moving anytime soon. You're going to be here forever. And I thought, well, no, it's out there. I'm going to let it go and we'll see what happens. And then it's like a few months later, we get the notice to vacate. They're going to renovate. You got to move. And then a week and a half later, boom, we get the bigger place with everybody with their own room. And it was like, okay, this is really, that was some powerful juju that went out that night that I didn't even realize I was asking for. And there were a few other things I asked for, and I'm waiting to see if they come to fruition sometime soon. So the house sure did. I mean, boom, right on out there. Regarding your week ahead. Okay.
Okay, I got you, Summer. And then I got you, Sandra, and then I closed questions.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just got this Astro Tarot deck. It's a Trish James deck. Artist Liz bought it for me for my birthday.
Oh, I just read with her on Friday. I love
it. Do what? Who's on Friday?
She and I had a show on Friday.
That's right. I caught a few minutes of it. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I got to watch a little bit anyway.
She's incredible.
She's amazing. And she was one of my first members when I opened up membership. And I think it was like our second or third members Zoom meeting where we just hang out. Mm-hmm. I was doing readings for people. And at one point she said, I've got a really strong hit. Can I do a reading on this person as well? And I'm like, yeah, if they're cool with it, I'm cool with it. And she gave the most amazing reading. I was like, Liz, where have you been hiding? And everybody was like, why don't you have your channel up and running? I'm like, yeah. And she's an artist, and all this artwork she does. And I started in on her then, and that's been over a year ago. You need to have your own channel. You need to do your own channel. And she finally did it. So I'm really, really happy for her. And okay, for my guides. Interesting. Okay.
I didn't call you yet, Willow. So I just want to let you know. Sorry. Love
it. All right, Maureen. First card up is Judgment. It's called Awakening. And it just simply says, asleep or dreaming, what truth is calling you to awaken? We all know what that is. We feel it. We just have to obey and follow through with it. And then I got the Chariot. Man, I've been getting like major arcana cards all day. This is weird. The next card was the Chariot, which is movement. And it talks about, can you be guided in the right direction? Because like I said, Spirit wants you to go a certain way. And if it's something that's kind of preset into your destiny, they will do whatever they need to do to guide you on that path. But at the same time, you still have that free will to say, no, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to be stubborn and go this way. And then 5 years down the road, you're wondering why you're stuck where you're stuck. So movement, allowing Spirit to arrange things to move you in a certain direction, is not ceding control. It's simply letting Spirit know that you're willing to trust them to move you in the direction they think you should go. And then the last card I get is the Six of Wands, and that's victory.
I love that's one of my favorite cards.
Yes, and it talks about being overlooked. What achievement deserves recognition? So what achievement of yours that deserves recognition? And it doesn't have to be a physical thing you can do. It can be a mental thing that you work with or work on a regular basis. It can be meditation time, prayer time, spending quiet time with your family. There's just there are so many different avenues you can go down at this rate. And again, it's free will. They're not going to make you go down a certain way, but they're going to do everything in their path to guide you in the direction that they want you to go. And then the rest is up to you. And that's what I got for you, Maureen.
I got I don't know if you've been going through like a rough time lately, but I got the abysmal vision light card, and I keep hearing the message light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like whatever has been kind of like stuck lately is about to you're about to find a solution. It's about to bust open. You're about to figure out that the things are going to start kind of going upward. You're also going to be really busy. There's an opportunity. There's an opportunity coming your way next week. That's going to be, it's going to move quick, and it's going to be something you can absolutely handle. And you're being told to trust your inner guidance. But this is the Knight of Fire, and it's going to involve communication. I know Shari mentioned communication too. So it's going to involve communication with that dolphin. And I feel like it's going to require like fast and thinking on your feet, but you are the Queen of Fire. So there's nothing you can't do, nothing you can't handle. And then these blue curtains totally represent your throat chakra. And I feel like you're going to have these communication skills to pull this off. Just make sure, like, whatever it is, you find a way to stay balanced, or make sure you're not like so focused on this that like you're not giving yourself any like personal attention. Sometimes the Queen of Fire gets so focused on achieving her goals or achieving like what she needs to do. She doesn't, she kind of gets a little off balance. But then I got the Age of Light. And it's almost like whatever's coming your way this week or this next week is something that it's been you've been training for lifetimes. So this is going to be big. I'm really curious. You'll have to like fill us in. I'm really curious.
Absolutely, keep us posted.
Yeah, I feel like something really big is coming your way. And I'm really focused on this pink, and the pink to me is all about love. So, and then I got the Increase Your Knowledge card. So maybe it's some kind of like course you're being asked to take, or some kind of learning experience, or maybe you're going to decide to, whatever this opportunity is, you're going to decide that you need to increase your knowledge to tackle it. But there's some kind of knowledge and like mentorship aspect coming around with it. So that's what I got.
Very good.
Gosh.
I read on this earlier for you, Kaja.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip because I just read on this a couple of hours ago, and I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick.
Go for it. I'm going to shuffle.
I will be right back.
Oop, drop that. Almost dropped that. Almost dropped my cards. I'm trying to decide. Do the stick. I'm still shuffling. Sorry, I'm a slow shuffler. Okay. So I'm struggling to get like a yes or no.
I'm back.
Okay. I don't know if you're going to be moving by this year. But I feel like you're going to have, I think you're going to be able, okay. I think you're going to have an opportunity, but I don't know if you're going to take it. It's going to be free will. Because I got the 2 of Swords, and that's, having a choice to make and trying to decide. And it's using your head versus your heart, and also using your intuition and listening to your inner voice. Look at all the blue here. It's all about like your throat chakra, about what's coming in. And then I got the Whale's Knowledge card, which is all about knowledge. So it's like, learning everything you can about the situation before making a choice will help you make the best choice for you. I feel like there might be an opportunity to move, but I don't know. I'm not getting a hard yes or a hard no. And then I got the boundaries. And this doesn't really have anything to do with with a move. So I was trying to make sense of this card, but it's just talking about how there's places in your life that where you need to establish better boundaries. And I'm also looking at the line going down her, and that's kind of giving me a hint that you might need to work on kind of aligning your chakras, which will help you with decision making and help you feel more grounded, and help you kind of figure out like if you want to stay or go. And then I got the Be a Light to Others card, and that's about like you have a message to share with the world, and that people need to hear your voice, and that it's really important to shine your light so others can learn from you. Once again, not giving me an answer about the move. But then I got the Knight of Pentacles, and that's like slow and steady wins the race. So I'm wondering if you are going to have like an opportunity that you might not be into, or if you are going to move, it's going to be longer than you thought. And it might not be this year. So I'm sorry, I'm not getting a clear answer with all these cards. They're kind of all over the place. But I don't see anything like negative. I see like a lot of learning. I see sharing your truth, speaking your truth, trying to make a decision, doing some chakra work. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. I'm really sorry. I know I didn't quite answer the question. I just wasn't getting. What did you get earlier, Shari? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I remember the name because I can't pronounce it. I look at it, my tongue just twists up into a knot. I can get Kaja out. And that's as far as I get.
Oh, I have trouble pronouncing everyone's screen names. Yeah, I'm just not getting like a clear yes or no. But I'm not getting anything like nefarious either. I do think you might have an option to, but I think it's going to be your choice where like you can stay or go. It's going to be your decision, and just really doing your research and making sure it's the best thing for you and listening to your inner voice. And if you're struggling with your inner voice, make sure that you're grounded and those chakras are lined up and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't always get all the answers. Sometimes they just don't want us to know.
Sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is no, not right now. And sometimes it's like, yeah, you got to wait a little bit longer. I don't like those answers at all. I really don't like the no answers when it's something I really, really want.
Oh, yeah, me either.
The hard part is to listen and not try to force it into an area that you really don't need to go to. So, yeah, it can be a little hairy sometimes when
I've been like pleading with my spirit team lately. Like, why won't you have this happen for me? Like guys, come on. What is the hold up here?
Oh, I think Christina was on with me earlier with
Nate.
With Nate, and we just weren't able to get to her. I don't think we got her question.
Oh, I'm glad I got her then.
So I know there were several that we ran out of time.
And for okay, so we're doing Christina now, and then I think I'm just gonna ask if people are here. So Christina's here, and then oh hey Jan. James, are you still here? Zora, are you still here? Willow, I know I just saw Willow, right? User CR, just let me know if you guys are still here. Jen, Lily, and Summer, and Sandra, let me know if y'all are still here. So we don't read for someone that's not here and wait for everyone's time.
Okay, Summer's here. James is here.
Awesome. I can always count on James.
Willow is here.
Awesome.
Sandra's here.
Hey, Sandra, you know what really helped? I'm looking at your question. Do you have a few, like a few different options you're looking at? If you could give us like a few, we can look at like 3 different ones and see like what's the energy around each. But if you have like 3, if I can pull like a card on each of them.
Hi, Jackie.
Jackie.
Okay, Christina, interesting. I get the 8 of Cups, which is talking about withdrawal, walking away from something. Whether if it's you escaping something because you don't want to face it, or if you've come to the realization that whatever this is, relationship, job, location, whatever, it's done. And it's time for you to walk away and go to something new. That was the first thing I got. And then I got Archangel Uriel. Again, learning experience. So with this withdrawal, you've got a learning experience to deal with. And it just simply says take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. So once you know that it's time for you to withdraw and to walk away, then make sure you've done your homework as to where your next location, your next person, your next job, whatever. Try to have an idea of what you want to focus on. Whether if you have something yet or not is regardless. It's what is your focus on? Have you focused on what is the next step once you walk away from what is done? Then once you hit that point, start focusing on what do you want? Where do you want to be? So that spirit can lead you in the direction you need to go. And then I drew shark for you. Ooh. And sharks are termed as purpose, knowing your purpose of what you need to do next. And it says, you're perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. There is great power in keeping your focus. Procrastination is just another kind of fear. So keep moving forward. You are protected in a difficult task. So again, this is something that shark magic are considered magnificent creatures. They're built for purpose. They're focused on their job as a predator and are exquisitely fine-tuned to do this. Their main goal is to eat. We all saw that in the movies. Their main goal is to eat. That's all they care about. It's like a machine. They don't have a lot of thinking behind it. They're just procuring their next meal. And that's as far as they think of folks. Which it's fun to think that, yeah, they got they, you know, they're coming after you for personal reasons if you watch the movies, all the Jaws movies, but they don't. They just, that's just their function. They eat, and in order to eat, they have to kill things. So you know, it's not personal. It's just the way they are. But it teaches us the importance of purpose, of having that purpose, of knowing what it is we want and then going forward for it. And that's what I got.
I got so there you're, I don't know if you're going through some healing right now or if you need to go through some healing. But if you're struggling and you are wanting to do some healing, I'm really focused on the harp in this picture. So this is Archangel Raphael. That's the healing green. He is the healing archangel. But I'm really focused on that harp. And that's telling me that music is very healing for you. So if you start to feel down or you need some healing, I would definitely tap into that and leverage music for that. And then I also got Whale's Embrace. And that's, I feel like you are very right now. I feel like I don't know if you're feeling like you can't hear your spirit guides, but they're trying to communicate with you. And I feel like they really have your back right now. And that you're just, you're very like just loved by them, which is really nice. But like, I'm just looking at this big hug and how she's just at peace with this, you know, just being hugged by this big whale. And that I'm just feeling like your spirit guides, they know that you're going through some growing pains and they're here for you and they have your back. I had 2 cards come out for the Rebecca Campbell one, so you get a twofer. So the first one I got was Lumeria, and that's all about creating heaven on earth. So that's telling me what you need to do is make your corner of the world as beautiful and as special as possible. That means like if that's your house, if that's decluttering your house or making a special room or making like doing things in your neighborhood or just doing things to like make your little corner of the world special and beautiful. It's going to really help you and it's going to create a snowball effect and help others. And then I have Leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do and take a chance on, your spirit team is urging you to go for it. They have your back. And it might even be tied around the next full moon, which I think is like, what, a week and a half away or 2 weeks away? And then I got the 6 of Water. And I just love this card. This is all about forgiveness and self-forgiveness, but it's also about like bringing back things from your past. Like it could be the return of someone from your past, or it could be thinking about what you used to love when you were younger and doing something like that again. Like, I know I keep telling people this. I don't know if you've heard this, but with everything going on in the world, I've been like kind of a wreck lately. I'm kind of like over it. And I started reading steamy rom-coms again, which I used to do all the time before I had kids. I would read all the time. And then I became a mom and I didn't have time to read. And now I'm making time for it. And it just takes my brain away. And it's something as simple as that. But I've read like 20 books in like 4 weeks. I'm going a little overboard because I'm so like into like the world. I'll stay up to like midnight reading a book. But my point is,
what author are you reading?
I'm reading right now. It's I just finished the book Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez.
I've read that one. Yeah,
I love her. She's fun. I love her dialogue. It's a really good one. I was listening to that one. I'll be listening to a book and reading one at the same time.
I've been known to do that.
Yeah. I have a couple on my Kindle that I just got from the library. I do the Libby app, which is nice. And then I got, you're in a really good space to manifest. So this is all about, you will manifest what you need and just trusting that your angels and your spirit team are going to bring your goals to fruition and to express the gratitude as if it's already happened. I know that there's going to be a lot of I know that moon you talked about, Shari, that new moon back in March? That was a good manifesting one. I actually, so I'm a practicing witch as well. And I got, I subscribed to this newsletter and the lady that writes it said that the next full moon is going to be a really big one, or is it the next new moon? It's tied around the meteor shower and like the eclipse. There's going to be manifest then too.
I'm a very beginning witch, and so I'm just starting to learn
I'm
something that I've always wanted to learn, and
isn't it fun?
It is. It's a lot of fun. I attended my first coven meeting the other night.
Oh,
For the
fun!
new meaning, for the new moon. So
that's so fun. I'm
with
just
Holly and Nicole Crone. Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
no.
I work at a witch shop, so I always pick the owner's brain. I'm always like, "Hey, I think I might do a spell for this," and she just tells. She's awesome. She's like she's like my mentor, but she doesn't really mentor people, but she kind of mentors me because I kind of make her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. All right. We got user. My daughter finds someone special. And then, yeah, user said they were here. I know James is here. I don't see Zora. I wonder if Zora left. Oh, no, Zora's here. Got her. Never mind. I'm sorry, Zora. I see you. I got you. Oh, my bad. I accidentally skipped like 3 people. I'm so sorry. I'll get back to you guys. Sorry about that. It's hard to run the chat and the stars and be really ADD and pull cards. So I'm so sorry. I skipped we just did Christina, right? We just did Christina.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped Zora, Willow, and James. I am coming back for you. I'm so sorry. User, it's your lucky day. So I jumped ahead like 4 people. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, shoot.
Interesting. Okay. All right. The first thing I got is the 3 of Swords. That's separation. That's heartbreak. That's, everything just coming apart at the seams. And that's how you feel when you have a breakup, especially with someone you've been with a long time. But like we've talked about earlier, there are reasons for separations and heartbreak because you are not meant to be with that person at that job in that town, whatever. Spirit has to get you to move on, even though you think you're perfectly fine where you're at, but you're really not. And the next card I got is independence. So this is a time for her to, this is what the 9 of Pentacles. So this is her time to find her independence. It's a lot easier to be loved and to love someone else if you love yourself. Because if you don't love and respect yourself, you're not going to find anybody else out there who's going to love and respect you. Because they're going to give you only as much as what you give you, if you get me. And I'm not saying that she's not like that, but that's just the message I'm getting off of that. And then I got unrequited love. And this talks about there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's pretty damn blunt, if you ask me. They're saying, yeah, hang it up. She needs to move on. Because once she moves on and she determines her independence, she's got true love coming. And that's going to be the romance of a lifetime, as they put it. But it's going to be her true love. I went through 3 engagement breakups before I met my husband.
Oh.
And it was heartbreaking each and every one. You know, it's like all my friends were getting married and having children, and I'm still odd man out. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I mean, and we go through that when we're younger. And then once I kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't need anybody. I can do this on my own. I'm perfectly fine by myself. Boom. It was like, as soon as I admitted that to myself, Spirit merged my late husband right in the door. Like, okay, here he is. It's like, okay, so, and people ask me now because, you know, like I've said before, I've been widowed longer now than I was actually married. And people say, well, why don't you get remarried? Why don't you date? I'm like, I'm not interested in dating. I'm not interested in getting remarried. And if Spirit has somebody else they want me to be with, they will come march his fanny to my front door, knocking and saying, okay, I'm here. And until that happens, I'm not in the market to look. Doesn't mean I don't have a lot of friends, people that I like to hang out with and talk with. And I like my married gay boyfriends best because I can sit and talk and flirt and carry on, and I don't have to worry about it going anywhere, you know. So they're happy in their life, I'm happy in my life, and that makes both of us very happy. So, but in order for her to find where she needs to be and who she needs to be with, she's got to discover what she wants for herself. That's the number one thing.
I feel like she's cocooning right now. Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done, and that's a perfect word for it.
But I feel it's like out the whale's lullaby, which I don't. But I just feel like she's kind of cocooning right now, and she's not ready to come out of that yet. And you can't force like the butterfly to come out. I feel like she's learning and growing and processing and figuring out what she wants and what she doesn't want. And then I got focus on your health. And this to me is all about nourishment. And I feel like the best thing for her right now is to nourish herself, take care of herself, be gentle with herself, and really just kind of give herself the royal treatment. And so I actually feel like a relationship's like probably about a year away. I'm like not seeing. I feel like there's potential for her to manifest one, but I feel like it's about a year off because I got. This is the Ace of Air, and this is all about when like this is like brilliant ideas and things happening, but they often need refinement. And I think that goes back to what Shari was saying about working on yourself, because like that sword is stuck right now, so things aren't shifting. But this is also Archangel Shamuel, and Archangel Shamuel is the Archangel of Twin Flames. So I feel like once she can shift that sword, then it's going to pop, and then she has the Magician card, and that's being able to kind of manifest like the love she wants, like somebody that's a really good partner for her. So this is also the number 1 card, and so is the Ace. So I feel like it's about a year away, and that she's just doing right now, focusing on herself and really like learning and growing and nourishing herself so that when she does meet this person, she'll be ready.
Yeah.
What I got.
And just like you were saying, with you can't force a butterfly out, you don't want to, because they're weaker.
Yeah.
What makes the butterfly stronger is to break out of their cocoon on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that they have to go through hard things in order to strengthen themselves.
Zora, we're just gonna do general, right? I didn't see a question, so I think you just wanted general, right? I know you said hello, but I didn't see like a question. Okay. So I'm assuming you just want general. Oh, you have the same last name as the author. I'm also reading this other book. Her name is Elena something, and I'm having a really hard time getting into it. To be honest, it's making me angry because
there are some authors, I have read, and it's like,
I'm like, why can't I
get halfway through it? I'm forced to. And I shut it off, and I go move on to the next book. And sometimes I'll come back to it years later, and that's the story I need to hear at that time.
Well, this lady makes me so mad because she spent an entire chapter with these two people arguing, and I was like, an agent said this was okay. I can't get an agent to give me the time of day. And this whole chapter was like making me angry. And I'm like, how is this a national bestseller? I'm just annoyed. I'm super annoyed with it. It better get better. I'm hoping it gets better. But I feel like they're arguing like it was like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, like rabbit season, duck season, rabbits. That's how I felt with this chapter of this book. And it's the opening chapter. It's
some authors try to be, I don't know, cutesy or slick when they start their books out, and
it's not working.
You get a couple of chapters in and you're either so confused you don't know who's who and what's going on because they flip back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or they have a lot of redundant stuff in there that you don't need a description of every tree that they pass as they walk through the park, and ridiculous things like that. Yeah, you want somebody to paint you a picture, but not to the point that you're so overloaded you can't see the picture anymore. Yeah,
I can't. I don't like long descriptions. I'm a dialogue girl. That's why I love Abby Jimenez, because she has really snappy, fun dialogue and witty banter, and that's like my style of writing too.
Nora Roberts has always been my favorite author, and
I like her. She's fun.
Her J.D. Robb series, which she writes as J.D. Robb, and it's like,
is it a detective?
It's a homicide detective, a New York City homicide detective, and it's like in the future, but not like way in the future. It's like really close to our future now from when the book starts. And it's the same characters book after book after book as you watch them grow and change and learn, and
that's fun
and all that. And it's a wonderful, wonderful series. I think it's 30 something books now in the series. Yeah. So
I like her book Montana Sky.
That's a good book.
Love that book.
Yeah.
We had some good sex scenes.
You gotta have your thrills, right?
Yes.
All right, Zora. First thing I got for you is Gorilla. And that stands for peace. It says to seek or negotiate for peace is a position of strength, not weakness. Choose peace. I can't talk. Choose peace rather than war. Strong leaders lead by example. The greatest kind of strength involves restraint. Don't judge a book by its cover. And this is very true. I mean, we see this going on in our world right now today. That the strong leaders are the ones that are trying to have peace. The weak leaders are the ones that want to run around and blow everybody up. The magic of guerrilla magic. Everyone heard of King Kong. We all know who that is. So the idea of guerrilla magic inciting peace and sociability may be a little odd for our way of thinking. Gorillas have extraordinary strength. They're very large animals. I mean, they can rip a human into tiny bits and pieces just because they get over exuberant with joy about something or anger about something. And so you can tell the gorillas that have been around a long time because they have more restraint in their actions. They're not as quick to want to attack the other, whatever shows up in their little area. So I think that's part of what Spirit is trying to tell us, is that we gain more peace in restrained strength. We show more strength in our restraint of not wanting to just attack. And then I got the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork. So while you have your strength, a lot of your strength most time comes from teamwork. When you work together and you're helping each other, and that makes you a stronger person. It can make the group as a whole stronger. And then the last thing I got was silenced speech censorship. When you are living and operating in a place of peace, you don't need censorship because you have the freedom to speak what you think and feel, and everybody else is okay with that. When you're in a group that whoever it is that's kind of the de facto leader of that group, the more aggressive and hateful they are, the weaker the group is because there's no one for them to look up to and try to be like. And so I think that's part of what, in just a general read, not that you're looking to join a new group or whatever, but you will find your peace by knowing that your strength resides in your resistance to overpower others and to be peaceful with them. And that will get you, like the old saying goes, you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So, and yeah, that's very true.
I got this card again, and I keep getting the same cards. I got the Whale's Lullaby. And Zora, I have to ask, do you have any significance with number 44? Or do you get signs with like 444? I got several 44s for you. Well, 2 44s, but to me that's a big deal. So I got Whale's Lullaby, which is also 44, and this is just me that you might need to take a step back and cocoon a little bit if you're feeling stressed out or if you're feeling like sensory overload. Cocoon and just I feel like your spirit team's trying to talk to you, and I feel like they might have a hard time getting through like all the noise. So you need to rest, and we're like R&R. I think you're going to start hearing them. I also have another 44 card called Everything's Okay in Good News. And this is like your spirit team is just giving you reassurance and that they're trying to send you guidance, and they are offering their support. So they're here for you. They want to help you. Try to tap into them. Try to talk to them. And then I have Archangel Uriel, and he's all about epiphanies and knowledge and passion. So I think you're going to start getting some like big epiphanies coming your way, where you're going to have some big realizations. And then I also got the Ego card, and this is the devil in this version, but this is saying that you can break if you feel stuck at all, feel trapped. You can break those chains. You can break them and find your way to happiness. Just call on Archangel Michael to help break the chains, or your spirit team. They want to help you. And you can break them and to remove the blindfold and make choices from your highest good. So that's what I got.
Very good.
Yeah. How you doing, Shari? I know you have to get ready for your show. I can. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 left.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to have to go because I've got to go take my medicine, and I got to go rewrap my leg and put fresh bandages on it. And so I hate to leave out on you, but it's like.
I totally understand how you had a rough day. I'll finish up with everybody, though.
Okay, all right.
I'll finish everybody.
We love to everybody.
Thanks for coming out.
Still awake, come to the slumber party. We're going to start at 9 o'clock Central tonight. Nice. And I'm still trying to catch up on my sleep, and since I spent the day bleeding all over everything,
I'm so sorry.
And I'll go more into that tonight, but I need to go change the bandages and make sure I don't start spraying blood everywhere again when I take the bandage off.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely, but it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun. We gotta do this again. So
yes, I'll email you, and I can come on your channel next time if you want.
Yeah, go back and forth. And
yeah, I love it.
It's fun that way to me. That everybody takes their turns. So,
all
right, y'all. I will see you in a few hours for the slumber party. I've still got to go fix the link. I haven't even made it up yet, and. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Willow. Are you still here? You're still here, right? Willow, you're still here, right? Hi, Scott. Hey, artist Liz. We were talking about you. So Willow, let me know if you're here. I'm pulling cards to you right now. Actually, I saw you post at 5:34. You're good. You're still here. Hey, Scott. I like that for you, Willow. Okay. Sorry, I'm a slow card shuffler. I'll make sure I get the last 5. I won't leave you guys hanging. Let's see. I keep getting the same cards today. I'm going to pull this one more. I keep getting that deep insight card, and I keep getting the Peace Whales Lullaby card. Ooh, I had a jumper. Ooh, there's a jumper. Where'd it go? Oh no. Where'd you go, card? It jumped away. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. Oh, sweet. Yes, okay. So Willow, I feel like there's some kind of delay, but I feel like it's coming. I don't know how soon, but the first card I got is the 5 of Fire, and that's some conflicts. That's telling me there's some kind of drama around this. There's some conflicts. And that you might need to stand up for yourself. You might need to send some emails. I feel like you need to advocate for yourself. But so I feel like there might be a little bit of a delay. But the good news is I got this one. So this is the Deep Insights card. I got this again. And look how she's opening. I actually think this having to kind of advocate for yourself is going to actually be really good for your soul. It's good for you to kind of stand up for yourself every once in a while and like set boundaries and kind of advocate and have to kind of, speak our truth, which can be hard. I know I have a hard time standing up for myself. But I also got, you will manifest what you need. So I do feel like it is going to come. I'm not getting a time, but I feel like there is a delay. Actually, I'm getting a 4. I don't know if that's 4 weeks. I don't think it's 4 months. Maybe 4 weeks. But this is about expressing gratitude as if it's come. I'm so grateful this settlement is here. I'm so grateful this settlement. I'm going to do this, and this with it. And just being excited and expressing gratitude like it's already here. And then I got the Star card. So that's like hope and faith and light at the end of the tunnel. And that dreams and wishes are coming true. I just feel like there might be a little bit of a delay. So yeah, I'm sorry about the delay that I'm seeing, but I'm hoping by the next 4 weeks she'll have it. So, okay, James, thanks all for sticking around with me. Sorry. We got on a little late. It was my fault. I didn't send the proper stuff to her. It's totally my fault. And then, me, we're chit chatters. So oh no, we got to go live. I like to talk to people. That's why I don't do a lot of reading things by myself. I like to talk to people. I get bored by myself. Okay. So James, energy surrounding you now. Energy surrounding you now. Energy surrounding you now. Hey James, did you decide to walk away from something or thinking about letting something go? Just curious. Since it's just us. Oh, Willow, awesome. Thanks for telling me you're here. No, okay. I'm getting the walking away card, but it's not a bad thing. It's what I like about the walking away card is that it's our choice. Something new, okay. But I feel like there's something old. Okay, let me keep looking. I got this one again. What is up with that? These cards, I keep getting the same ones. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the new friend. Oh, I got that one again too. I really feel like Spirit wants everybody to know that everything's going to be okay. Oh, cool. I'll go check it out. I never saw the last post you put on there. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. You said you posted on my page, my community page, and I could never find it. I don't know on YouTube. I didn't see it for some reason, but I'll check out the community page for your picture. Oh, I had another jumper, but I'm gonna pull one more. It's a picture. Okay, I'll go look for it. Ooh, okay. So I know how I said before, are you mentoring this friend of yours? Because I keep, whenever I pull for you, I feel like don't I always get the hermit for you? I feel like, bye Willow. I feel like I keep getting the hermit for you when it comes to that. I feel like there's some, I keep getting, I think there's going to be some fun stuff for you coming, during Virgo season. Do you have Leo in your chart anywhere? Oh, you're in the Navy? Oh, that's cool. But I'm getting like the walking away from something, but this is like, whenever I get this card, it's their choice. It's like they're walking, because she's like putting her bowl here, and then she's walking away to like the beautiful sunset to something better. So you'll have to just keep me posted and see, you're a Pisces, and see what. Oh, there's like a little fish in this pond. I've never noticed that before. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little fish right there. Looks like a little fish popping up. But you'll have to keep me posted, if when that happens, because I don't think it's a bad thing. It could also be just letting go. It doesn't have to mean like walking away from a person. Sometimes it's letting go of an idea, or letting go of it can even be like me. I would jump from YouTube channel to YouTube channel watching like all the different political shows, because I'm like, well, I have to know things are going to get better. And then I started to have like that overload. So I actually had to take a step back, and now I've just been like reading a lot. And that was me just like kind of letting go of that, and just be like, you know what, every time you listen to those, you get really riled up. And so I knew for like my mental health, I had to take a step back. And that's that card. It wasn't anything negative. I still listen to those different readers, just in different ways, so that's just an example of how it could be letting go of something that's like not like a person. Or I also got the beautiful rest and relaxation card, and I'm wondering, I know that you have this friend. Are you keeping this friend at a distance at all? Like, because this is the armor, and this is talking about the removal of the armor, and how oh, thank you, Summer. And how this person was able to take off their armor to kind of get to their core self. So I don't know if you're like keeping this person at a distance. Okay, so you're kind of like setting, so maybe it's all about I actually feel like it's good advice for you, actually. I actually feel like keeping the armor, setting the boundaries is probably not a bad thing. And then you can always, got you, and you can always like open more doors if you need to. I also got this card again, which everything's okay, that your spirit team, like there's good news coming your way, and your spirit team wants you to know that they're there and they're supporting you and you're seen. And then I got this one again. I got the whale's embrace, and this is the same. Like spirit team is just supporting, and they're surrounding you right now. I feel like you might have 3 guardian angels, and it's not uncommon. I know everybody has at least one, and sometimes we have more than one. I know for a while I had 4. I'm not sure if I still do, but sometimes we get extra, like when we're going through a rough time, like some extra ones will jump in, or sometimes we just have more. I feel like you have 3 around you. Almost like not like a full circle, but I just feel like your spirit team. Oh, okay, so maybe it could be guardian, it could be like 1 guardian angel, and then like 2 like ancestors, or 2 loved ones in spirit, because I'm feeling like 3 around you at least right now. But those are, I'm just getting like this, everything, like your spirit team, everything's okay. Your spirit team is there. They have your back, and that, you might need to walk away from something, or an idea, or let go of something. So just keep that, take it for what it is, and keep it in mind, and you know what I mean? So that's what I got for you, my friend. Thank you for, thank you for your support and for coming. All right. Jen, are you still here? So I have Jen still, and Summer. I know Summer's here. She just posted. Is Jen still here? Thank you. While I wait for Jen to post if she's still here, I think I'm going to go to Summer. Oh, wait, you're here. Never mind. I got you. Okay, cool. I usually don't ask if people are here, but since we're getting towards the end, I want to make sure I'm not reading. Okay, you want to change your question? I got you. I could do that. Yes, Sandra. Yep, I got you, Sandra. Thank you for confirming. Okay, sweet. All right. So we're doing Jen right now. Ready for a change. Oh yeah, you're still. Oh, did I read on this last night? I felt like I read on this with Liz, right? I do feel like you're gonna like this. Oh dang, these cards are so slippery. They keep slipping around. I'm gonna pull because I pulled on this yesterday, but I'm gonna pull from some different decks because I know I pulled on I'm gonna do these two. I don't think I used these decks yesterday. I can't remember. But I do think you're gonna really like this. I think it's gonna make you I think it's gonna be good money. I think you're gonna have to think on your feet. Do you like that kind of work, Jen? Is it something you enjoy doing? Because I know me, numbers make my eyes glaze over. I hate numbers. I'm an English girl. I'm a writer. I'm an English person. I have a master's in English. I'm just math. I can barely calculate a tip. Like, it's sad. I have to use a calculator or have my kids do it. But oh, I love that for you. That was a jumper too. I'm gonna pull from this one. I'm pulling from 3 different decks that I don't know if I used yesterday. Yeah, and then I just dropped my cards. As Jan would say, like what, 52 card pickup? Or it'd be 78 card pickup because it's tarot. Oh, speaking of which, Jan, if you're still here, I got a deck off eBay that I have to cleanse. I got that Zen tarot that Nate uses a lot. I found it on eBay. I haven't opened it yet. It was only it was super cheap. It was under $20, and it's like, it says it was like new. So we'll see when I open the box. So Jen, I like this. I actually really like this for you. Yeah, I have to show you. I'm excited. I got that Zen deck. And then did I show you the deck that my friend got me? I gotta tell you that story, Jan. I'll tell you offline. But I have a friend that bought me a deck that she's sending it to me, and I'm so excited. It's out of print. I'm really excited. So okay, I'll pull one more. Nice. I love that deck. I have it. I'm in her group, so I order her decks like right when they come out. A different team that does desk review, no travel, so more compliance, no tasky auditor vibe, but I want a good team. Awesome. Yeah, I love that deck. That's one that I sometimes use for lives just to kind of get time periods, because she does so many different like time periods in there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is pretty cool. The first card I got is the Queen of Air, and the Queen of Air is, if anything, very, very good at her job. The Queen of Air is like a boss, right? The Queen of Air is Tamika, we closed questions like an hour ago, I think. And I'm trying to finish everybody up so I can go feed my kid dinner. So, okay. So the Queen of Air is, she's brilliant and funny and sassy and very, very good at her job and very, very, very intelligent. So I just feel like this is something that you're gonna be like a boss at. I don't know if you watched Ted Lasso, but the Queen of Air reminds me of Rebecca. She's very like awesome. And then I also got soul groups. Bye, Jan. I got soul groups. So I actually feel like you're going to meet some people here from this job, that you're going to meet some people that are meant to come in your life. And then I got the whale dance, the joy card for whale dance. So I really like this for you. I really do. I like this career path for you. And I feel like, didn't Liz say she thought you were going to find something around February? She was getting the number 2 for you. So, okay. Let's do that. Let's see. And then I have, okay, you know what, Tamika, are you still here? Did you jump off? Let me know if you're still here, Tamika. I'm going to be nice and take your question because I always feel, I don't want to, I feel bad. Can you repost your question? Oh, that's cool, Summer. That has like reasons for yes or no. Tamika, if you're still here, I got you. Okay, I'm going to answer yours because I only have like 2 left because I have Summer on here twice. Okay. Sandra, are you still here? So I have Summer, I have Sandra. I really do. I like it for you. And you know what you should do? I told my friend she should do this because she's a tax person. When you start doing it, since you're on YouTube, okay, cool, Sandra. I think you're next. You know what you could do? What you could do, Jen, is I don't know. Like, so if you're a tax auditor, does that mean you do like? Would you be doing like tax prep for people or more auditing like businesses? Because I have an idea for a tax person. I think a tax person, there needs to be a tax person that does like tax videos for people that have their own like small businesses that are like people that have like their own small spiritual businesses, like people like me and like Nate and like Shari, because we have to do everything ourselves. And it'd be cool to see like, what can you claim? What can you not claim in videos, like that kind of stuff, or even like, it doesn't even have to be like just spiritual people, but it could be like people that are like single, like if like not like big, like not like small businesses where there's like a team, but small businesses where it's like 1 or 2 people in the business, because we don't know what we know, or we don't know what we don't know. I'm not phrasing that right, but I want to see like a tax person do that kind of stuff. So okay. All right, so Sandra, okay, so you said you had a couple states. You said, no, you said Georgia. Okay, so you do compliance stuff. Got you. Okay. I know you said Georgia was one of them. What were the other ones? I'm sorry. I can't. Let me look in the chat, see if I can find it. Command F. Look for your name. I know you said, oh, it's not showing up. Can you, I know you said Georgia was one of them. What was another one? Was one of them North Carolina? Florida. Okay, let's look at Georgia. Look at Georgia. Now I want to sing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I like that song. I gotta finish up here. My poor kid's probably starving. She's probably like, Mom, it's like 6 o'clock here. She's probably like, I am hungry. Let's see. Surprised he hasn't been banging on the door yet. I did leave the snack box out. He's probably like stuffed full of Cheez-Its. Okay. So North Carolina, that would be right. Isn't Appalachia like, or no? Yeah, is North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina, and I feel like there's the Appalachian Mountains somewhere in there, right? I lived in like the valley though. All right, I'm looking at Georgia first. Let's look at Georgia. Georgia. Ooh. I'm surprised about that one actually. Georgia, I'm getting the wish card for Georgia. Do you like Georgia? Oh, let's see. I like Georgia for you, and I'm shocked because I didn't think I would like that, because I feel like you need a time machine to go to Georgia in like certain states, like down here. But maybe by the time you move, things will get better. Because like, I feel like Georgia's eventually going to get a really good governor. I feel it. I feel like someone's coming. Let's see. What else? Okay, so let's look at Florida now. Florida. But I got good cards for Georgia. I'm going to look at Florida, and then I'll look at North Carolina, since that's Appalachian Mountains. Let's see. Florida. Oh, New York City. I lived in Boston, the Boston area forever. Not too far from you, like 4 hours away. Oh my gosh. Though, like going from New York City to the South, girl, that is going to be shock to the system. Like, I remember I moved from Chicago to North Carolina, and I was like, what did I do? But I'm also, I also like the hustle and bustle. I like suburbs too, though. Let's see. Looking at Florida. I'm not getting as good of cards for, well, actually, I take that back. Okay. All right. And then I'll look at, do you want me to look at North Carolina too? Yeah. Oh, you're in Florida, James. You need to go to that shop. Did you ever go to that shop I told you about? You need to go. I have a candle from there. This is my manifestation candle from the Healing Hedge Witch. You got to go. It's amazing. I love it. And then tell me all about it because I have to live through you and order their stuff online. It's called the Healing Hedge Witch. It's in Tarpon Springs, right? Is that it? No, not Tarpon Springs. Is it? Yeah, Tarpon Springs. Right by Tampa. So I think it's right near Tampa. Healing Hedge Witch. Sorry, I talk fast. I'll write it down. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. They have the lady that owns it has a podcast, and she does like talks about spells, and she's also a reader, and she's talks about, and they have really cool candles that she like makes, like, and she puts all her intention into them. I have one here that I don't want to pick up because it's hot. Actually, I'll show you. It's my abundance candle. I've been headed on a warmer, and she like makes these cool spell candles, and like they do a sale, like they do like an annual sale, where everything's like super cheap, or not super cheap, but they knock a bunch off, and then they give you a discount if you listen to the podcast with like the code magic. So I like once a year I'll do like a big order from them. Okay, so give me, oh, I'm so sorry about your sister. Give me one more state you want, because I pulled cards on Florida and Georgia. Georgia, I really like. I got the growth card. Oh my God, James, I need to add you. This one, I'll be okay because I only have 3 people left, but I'll add you as a moderator for next time. That'd be awesome because I usually do everything myself. This is the growth card and the alchemy card. I feel like you are gonna really like the area in Georgia. I just feel like there's potential for growth there. There's potential for, it's almost like I'm looking at all these fish, right? And I almost feel like you're a big fish in a small pond there, if that makes sense. And then I got the wish card, the wishes come true card. So there's something tied to Georgia. Uh-oh, my dog's starting to stir. She was sleeping earlier. Now she's going to start clawing at the door. But then for Florida, I think Florida is going to be, I got growth and potential there, but I also got trying to balance things there. So like, there's a balancing act with Florida, and I'm not sure what that's trying to tell me. There's some kind of balancing act tied around it. So it's almost like you're going to feel, I feel like you're almost going to feel like you're walking on a tightrope at times. And maybe you have to, it might be the budget too. You might have to like stretch your budget a little bit, but there's also the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a lot of potential for like monetary growth there. So I wonder if it's like, there's job opportunities there. The Carolinas. So, do you want me to look at North or South? I'll look at one more state. I'm not, Nancy. I'm trying to finish up my last 3 so I can go feed my kid dinner. I'm so sorry. I've been on since 3:30 and I got to get my kid. My kid's probably starving and my dog's starting to get mad at me because I have to keep her with me because otherwise she'll eat things. Okay, Sandra, let's look at, I'm going to look at North Carolina because I don't know. I feel like you would like Asheville. And I used to love, as someone coming from the North, Asheville is a pretty cool place in that state. So let's look at North Carolina. Oh, North Carolina has some good cards too. I lived there for 4 years. I lived in Charlotte. I didn't love it, but I know that it's changed a lot since I lived there, and I know that it's progressed a lot. But I always really had a soft spot for Asheville. So let's look at, yeah, I've always liked it. Yeah, Asheville, North Carolina. I've always had a soft spot for it. I like that too. I think that all 3 of these, there's potential with all 3 of them. For North Carolina, I got the guiding light. I feel like if you end up there, you're going to be guided there. You're going to get signs. So really listen to your intuition and look for signs of where you're supposed to go. I feel like your spirit team is trying to send them to you. And then I got this is the 3 of Wands. It's waiting for your shifts to come in. It's all the hard work that you've done, and then you're waiting for the results. So there's potential for each of these 3, I see. Which is not, I mean, it just makes it harder because then you're like, ugh, now I really can't decide. But at least it's like, I like when it's like a choice, when you're like not being forced to do something, when you have a choice. Okay, so I hope that helps a little bit. All right, Summer. I got Summer, then Tamika. Okay, just a general one from guides. I can do that. Let's see. And then I left, James, I want to add you as a moderator, but I left my phone. Oh, my dog keeps trying to eat my stuff. I have this little dog, and she's adorable, but she's kind of a jerk. She really is. She likes to eat everything. She's cute, and then she looks at you with her big brown eyes. But she eats all my stuff. Okay. General from guides. I want to add you as a moderator, but I don't have my phone with me, and I have to do it from my phone. Of course, I left it upstairs. So. Let's see. Tamika, did you post your question again? Because I can't find it. Can you post your question again for me? General from guides. Let's see what we got here. This is for Summer. I also feel bad because I know we started a little late today, so I wanted to make sure I got all of you. We were talking about the skincare a bunch. Let's see. Now, what are you eating? Don't you dare eat my crystal. Questions from your guides. Questions from your guides. Are you having trouble making a decision? Hi, Sage Tarot. I'm looking at you, Summer. Hey, Summer, are you having trouble making a decision? And then Tamika, can you repost your question? Because I can't find it in the chat. And there's like, the chat is huge. Hi, Sage Tarot. Nice to see you. And then, let's see. Perfect. Oh, no, Summer, I got you. Sorry, I meant Tamika. Summer, I'm almost done pulling your cards. Message from your guides. Sorry, I meant Tamika. I need Tamika's question again. Unless she left. She might have left. Let's see. Summer. Ooh. Okay. Are you having trouble? Oh, did you write yes for question mark for the question? Okay. So I was wondering if you're having trouble making a decision. And this is why, because the first card I got was the 2 of air. And that's all about like really kind of struggling to make a decision. And, oh, okay. Funding for a business or a separate job. I feel like you are going back and forth. And it's like you're trying to listen to your intuition, but you're second guessing yourself. Do you know how to use your body as a pendulum? Have I ever showed you that? I'll show you all really quick. Well, the rest of you who are here, this helps me answer questions a lot. So, because my pendulums don't always work for me. I think spirit knows that if that works for me all the time, that I'm going to ask it a million questions and like go cuckoo bananas with it. So my dog is getting a little upset. So anyway, so you want to stand, it's hard to see because I have a laptop, but you want to stand with like your feet, like hip width apart. And then you want to soften your knees and you want to put your hands to your heart. Don't wear a smartwatch because it kind of messes up the flow. So make sure you don't have a smartwatch off. Like you're just standing there and you want to be barefoot or, you want to be barefoot and standing like on the ground. You can do it inside. It doesn't have to be outside, but you don't want to have shoes on because it can I know my shoes are thick and it kind of makes me weeble wobble. So you soften your knees, you take a deep breath, you ask the question, and you're going to feel either yourself kind of tip forward or go back. And if you go forward first, that's a yes. And if you go backward first, that's a no. And what that does is it cuts to your higher self, and it gives you, it's like your intuition and your higher self, and it bypasses your brain, so that your brain's always trying to like keep you safe or make you overthink, and it bypasses that. So that's a good way to kind of, and you can do it with food. Like you can use it for like energy testing for food. You can do it for like, should I buy this? Does my house want this? Like, should I spend my money on this? Like I use it for a lot of things. So if you're struggling to make a decision, that's a good thing to do, like to get a yes or no. I'm also getting the Justice card, which is also sometimes about decision making, and it's about integrity too. It's like you are like making decisions, and you want the right decision because it's all about like you want the integrity around it. Oh, you do it with beads. Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of that. And then I got Akasha. So this is telling me that I feel like your spirit team is trying to give you messages, and that they're trying to guide you. I know sometimes it's really hard to hear, but they're trying to. So if you look at these steps here, I feel like they're trying to guide you up the steps into like the hallway, and get you out of like the basement, if that makes sense. But sometimes it's hard to hear them, and I understand that. I know I struggle to hear my team unless I'm really quiet or meditating or I'm pulling cards and I'm really focused. But they are trying to get your attention. And then I got the You Are Protected card. Like this is Archangel Michael and the archangels, and you're surrounded, and then you can proceed with confidence. So that's what I got for you for a general message. I hope it resonates. And then Tamika, did you ever post your question again? I wonder if she left. I think she might have left. And then that actually works out because my dog's starting to get really antsy. So Tamika, I'm gonna give you like one more minute to post it. And if not, I'm gonna close out. You're welcome, Summer. Stop eating. Now she's trying to eat I have these little charcoal discs that I burn incense on. Now she's trying to eat them. Get out of there. Come here. You guys want to see her? Come here. Come here. Well, I'm waiting for Tamika. Come here. Oh, this is my little peanut. She's cute. Don't let her fool you, though. You're welcome, James. I don't know what's for dinner. My child, he eats like either pizza or chicken nuggets. Like I can barely. I'm lucky he'll eat the chicken, so he'll get some protein. I'll probably have like a protein shake or something. I'm not crazy hungry. But my husband and my other son got to go on like a little vacation for a week, and my other kiddo and I stayed home just because it's like it's so expensive to fly, you know what I mean? So we all didn't go, and they went to visit some family. So I kind of am spoiling my other little kiddo right now while ditching him to go online. But no, I took him out for ice cream. We had ice cream for lunch. We went to Baskin Robbins, and this old dude walked up to me with my ice cream, and he was like, "Are you going to eat all that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am, buddy. I'm going to eat my 3 scoops because it's my lunch. You got a problem with that?" I was so annoyed. I'm like, "Don't be talking about what I'm eating, bro." So thanks, James. Are you going to the slumber party? I might go. I don't know. I got to spend some time with my kiddo, but if he falls asleep, maybe I'll jump on. So, well, thank you all for coming. I'm sorry we started a little late and that we were talking about skincare for a while. Yeah, I'm a big chit chatter, and I'm ADD, so I'm really easy to get swayed. Yeah, ice cream for lunch, right? It's delicious. And I got 3 scoops. I'm okay. I was like, why you got to be talking about my food, man? It was like an older dude. I think he was like in his 90s. He had a cane and stuff. So it was, thanks, James. You're the bestest. So you got to go to that store. It's so cool. And be like, I was told about this shop by this girl that's like obsessed with you guys, but she lives in Kansas. So she orders her stuff online. So it's really fun though. It's a cool shop. So, all right, my dog, now I gotta take my dog out. So I'm gonna say bye to everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and take my dog out and feed my child. So, yep, okay, let you down, girl. I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming. And yeah, yay, bye. And maybe I'll do a pop-up or something next week. I don't have any lives next week. Isn't that crazy? I don't have a live till Sunday. Wow. Bye, Sandra. So, bye, guys. Thanks for watching.